Man, I keep having little tiny details and side quests that are just there is so much to this game, and I keep forgetting stuff that I'm missing or stuff that was admittedly probably lost somewhere because I can't keep my files straight. But I know for a fact that I didn't actually do anything about this, so I do want to actually record it such that it's just fun. It's a fun the school stuff because it's just really cute and it's by God, it's something that I enjoy. And that's all that matters. Because even now, after 2 months after this game has come out, I'm still obsessed with this one detail. I wanted to apply to become a teacher. Wanted to show children the joy of learning. No experience necessary. Inquire at the school for more information. Prospective applicants are welcome to sit in on the lesson, Simon. Oh, I didn't realize he was asleep. I'll let him sleep. Esther is one of Mad's children. She's a very active girl. I believe we have Minna to thank for that charming bug that she sports. She loves her father and always wants to talk about his comings and goings. Lately, she's been especially focused on the highly intimidated as Minna is growing. For a time, she seemed out of sorts after Miss Cece bought their house next to the clothing shop. But she was back to her usual bright self soon enough, noting that her new home is cute, colorful, and close to Froggy. Aw, she has a real knack for finding the silver lining in every situation. Karen is the only daughter of the mayor and his wife. She's kind-hearted but shy and seems to lack self-confidence. She's very perceptive though. She has a way of seeing right to the core of things. I'm sure you know, Princess, that Mayor Reed has been breeding vegetables to appeal to the younger generation. It was Karen who first noticed that her peers were losing interest in produce. She figured this out based on nothing but the number of customers and total items in stock at the general store. I see her one day becoming a scholar to rival her, possibly even surpassing her. Azur's the brother of Ivy from the general store, but he'll tell you his true identity is Asu in the big time era. He and Sephiroth used to be inseparable. But ever since the dye shop started getting more clients, Azum has been left to patrol after school alone. Oh. Although his mother is Emera, one of the high gossips, he keeps a close eye of his own on the goings on within the village. They seem like simple child's play, but people really do straighten up when they know they're being watched. Fair. Panopticon and all that. Foucault's theory. As long as he's on patrol, I think we have nothing to fear in Hachino village from any would-be evildoers. Sever is the son of Sage from the dye shop. He's a bit of a firebrand, but also one of my brightest students. After class, he always looks a book quietly by himself. He already reads at an adult level and doesn't shy away from difficult subjects such as the calamity. Again, I don't know what the whole deal with that is, but I talked about it a bit, but the family business has been booming ever since Cece came to town, which may make it hard for him to stay at home. Sage has an artisan spirit and would rather have his son helping out at the store than going to school. But everyone learns differently. I want our school to be a place where children can get an education no matter their needs. I understand you'll be heading soon to Hyrule Castle to investigate reports of strange phenomena there. Yeah. Justin will be fine with Link at your side, nevertheless I can't change the strange tightness in my chest. It's similar to what I felt right before the calamity, come to think of it. The children know you as Miss Zelda, their beloved teacher and mentor. I know Princess Zelda's duties are wider ranging than that. Take care of Princess and return to us soon. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's just real unfortunate. You can't even see the castle from here. Although for all I know, this actually looks at what it looks at right now outside, right outside my window. Just fucking smoke and haze. It's also funny for how much I talk about mythology and literature. It's like I don't know shit about that at the end of the day. Like that is not what I have a degree in at all. It's far from that, actually. Who cares? Because that doesn't stop people from outside my field talk about it. They know what they're talking about. So, we're focusing on Hyrule's history alongside the calamity. You know, Link, you're welcome to sit in and listen if you like. Yeah. Today's class will be a history lesson. The story of Hyrule is deeply intertwined with the calamity, and that is no exaggeration or embellishment. Yeah. The calamity has been visited upon the land of Hyrule several times before. It was sealed away 10,000 years ago by the secret princess and the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness. Isn't that just a fairy tale? Over time, history and legend sometimes blur together. All this stuff about 10,000 years ago and such, who cares? You got any pictures or proof to back up this so-called 10,000-year-old calamity? It's no fairy tale, I assure you. These are real historical events. This is the problem. We need to show them some kind of depiction of the calamity from 10,000 years ago. Otherwise, this lesson is over again. Sorry, like this is now. I thought the lesson would go. If I had more foresight, I'd borrow the screen depicting the calamity from Lady Impus Hall. Kakarika Village, yes. If only I could show these children a detailed image of the screen depicting the calamity, I think they'd understand. Mighty Paisel. You mean, I can show you this, like... I have proof. Literally right... Isum is here. You're the new teacher, aren't you? Yes, you missed him. Yeah. Identity, yes, the general store's owner son is just a cover. I'm actually Isum, the big time hero. But you can't tell the adults around here, it's a secret. You can bag up, but it's so clear that nobody knows it's you. Isum? I'm really Isum, the big time hero. It's my job to protect the school and the village of bad guys until Miss Zelda comes back. Find any bad guys? Let's see, Tipo's house is the closest one. I haven't seen any bad guys there. Tipo's dad was the gatekeeper. Wait. Tipo's dad was the gatekeeper there. Here, but he went to open a place called Lookout Landing. So now Tipo and his mom take turns guarding the gate. My mom was talking about Tipo's mom, though. What was it she said? Something like it's a real shame she's not more interested in fashion. So can I get back to patrolling now? Without Isum on the job, the bad guys might win. Cute. I saw a tweet that was basically like, oh yeah, wonder how Link explaining all the shit that the Phantom Zelda did, well, to actual Zelda when she comes back from at the end of the game. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, you told these guys to fight in their underwear. And she's like, what? Excuse me, what? And Link's like, yeah, You absolutely did that, and everyone believed you. No one had cause for concern. No, it was actually referencing the Goron City stuff too. The Great Goron City crack epidemic. So for this class, we'll be going over the calamity again. Let's start by reviewing our last lesson. Mr. Simon, can you prove any of this? Isn't it more likely that over time history and legend started to blur together? Are we still talking about stuff that happened 10,000 years ago? Can we point to any paintings or images that actually show there was calamity 10,000 years ago? Can I see to actually show the... Yes, I have a picture to show. I brought something for show and tell. What's this? A screen depicting the calamity? Class, please take note. Here, this is a rare opportunity to see primary source regarding the calamity. Well, this looks like the real thing. So the legend was true, that's amazing. You know, seeing this makes me feel like it might have happened yesterday. Well, funny you should say that. Well, if you got documented proof, that's good enough for me. Go on, Mr. Simon, tell us the rest of the story about the calamity. Ah, of course. Thank you so much, Link. The lecture about the calamity might run long, but I hope you stay for it anyway and tell me. The calamity has visited this land of Hyrule 7 times over. Over 10,000 years ago, there were divine beasts built by the Sheikah using their advanced technology. Each of them was controlled by a skilled pilot as well. The sword that seals the darkness and the power of the secret princess. The ancient hero stopped the calamity. For a long while after that, the lands of Hyrule knew peace. The time when the people forgot about the calamity was the moment it returned to menace them once more. Oh, it's more. When did this all happen? It all happened about 100 years ago. It began with an oracle prophesying the calamity's return. The royal family took their cues from the legends of the past. They found and excavated the divine beasts. Skilled members of the Rito, Goron, Sora, and Gerudo peoples were selected to pilot them. They were called the champions. With the will of the sword that seals the darkness and the secret princess, all the pieces from the legend were in place. But this time, the calamity would not be bested so easily. Did something happen? Sadly, the secret princess was unable to awaken the holy pearl within her. The divine beasts were taken over by the calamity. Those selected to pilot them lost their lives in the process. Rest still, the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness was badly hurt. Just when all seemed lost. The Sacred Princess came into her power and devoted her whole being to keeping the calamity at bay for 100 years. Is everyone following along so far? After spending 100 years dormant, the hero wielding the sword that sealed the darkness to awaken as one sealed, won back the divine beasts with the help of several eyes, including some of the champion's descendants. And in the end, the hero defeated the calamity and the Sacred Princess stopped the evil one. Sorry, I got a little emotion there at the end. It's a true story, though. Although we have our landed lives of civilization, we had all those who fought for it over this through the centuries. I want to be like the ancient heroes, give the next generation good lives too. Oh, that went splendidly. Words cannot convey my satisfaction. No acknowledgement, no. They couldn't have had done with you showing us the screen link. Once again, thank you so much for your assistance. Yeah. That's right, you should. So thank you for all your help with this too. Oh, actually, that'd be very nice. With the new vegetables being developed, they're harvesting less rice these days. That's a shame. It's a favorite of mine. You should taste it for yourself. Speaking of rice, I introduced to homework economics. I plan to use the occasion to stock up dishes that use that with the rice. Oh. That last lesson have been the first time I've seen them enjoying a history lecture so much. Next class is a home economics lesson. Naturally, if you're seated, okay, then the subject interests you. Today's lecture is on home economics. Food is essential for our survival. Making culinary lessons can help you stay alive in this perilous world. You're talking to children here. I'd like to put a question to you all. What dish do you get by mixing Goron spice with Hylian rice and raw meat? Goron spice is the hot stuff they sell in Goron City in the northeast, right? If it's got Goron spice in it, the answer can't be anything but curry. The only other thing is raw meat, right? So obviously, the answer has to be meat curry. Yes, that's correct. That might have been on the simple side for all of you. How about this one? Take Goron spice, Hylian rice, mix in monster extra. What do you get then? Monster what? Aren't monster parts only used for medicines? Yeah, if you try to cook monster parts, it's a disaster every time. Dubious food. No one would eat curry made with monster stuff. I call it a trick question. Hey, settle down, children. This lesson might be too advanced. In fact, combining monster extract, Goron spice, and Hylian rice gives monster curry. But judging from your skeptical faces, you won't believe me unless I can put an addition of it in front of you. Do I have any? I thought I did. But I might have used it for something else. Yeah, I might have used it for something else. Oh. Oh, I remember why I needed to do this now. Yeah, of course. But everything is said and done. It's just going to be 3 hours straight up. Like, it's not going to be... Because I have... the Monster Control Squad stuff. A bit of me talking about Hyrule Castle. And that takes like 30 minutes. The Gleeok fight. Something else I don't remember. Jesus Christ, there's just so much. Okay, I can see you're a customer with some taste. What, am I right? This is your first time in the shop? Our shop? No? Oh. You're not, actually. Did you come because you heard we started carrying monster extract? Yes. Oh, it's the same voice actor as Taro. That's why I was like, wait. Yeah, that's funny. I was like, why do I recognize that from somewhere? Oh boy. Oh, that's a bad idea. Sonic Cumulus no Ho economics. If you take Goron's Spice Happy and mix the monster act, what do you get? You're just confused again. Mr. Simon, you're the one who taught us that the monster parts should only be used for medicine. Yeah, if you try to cook with monster parts, it's a disaster every time. I wonder you eat curry made from monster stuff. I call trick question. I have the curry. I got the goods. This is Monster Curry, the genuine article. Class, come and see here. This curry was prepared using monster extract. The color looks a bit off, but it tastes better than I expected. Oh, you're right, it doesn't have that monster musk I was worried about. So you extract something special for monsters, you can use that for cooking. Delicious. That's right, everyone. Ordinarily, monster parts are only used to be in medicine. Monster extract can be used in meals as well. I'm so happy that my lesson on the subject has finally sunk in. Thank you so much. See the solemn expressions on their faces? They show them have matured a bit with today's lesson. You may not think yourself a teacher, Link, but you've already taught them a great deal. I have so much good at history, but you've made it fun, Mr. Link. The curry tastes great. I pretty much think of you as my teacher already anyway. Thanks, Mr. Link. I can't wait for our next lesson with you. You're here with the students too. You've had the right to use the school's field. That's the one behind the schoolyard. Space is limited, so you can't put an entire farm back there, but use what we have to cultivate whatever you like. Typically attends the field. Why didn't you talk to her to get things set up? Next time I'm planning a test that will cover everything we step up to there now. Yeah. So that's how we become a teacher. No joke, like literally. I love this game.